I want to start off with saying that this is my journey, this is my experience, this is how I felt and feel right now. I've been vegan for 4 years almost, and I'm not vegan anymore, and I'm gonna tell you why. I went vegan because of health reasons. I felt better, I felt energetic. I remember I got really gassy. My farts tanked so hard the first 3 months, but that changed afterwards. Throughout the years, my acne has improved a lot. It went from severe cystic acne to having small breakouts. I became happier, more energetic. I was stressing less about the little things in my life and learning so much about the world, how things were made, how our food was made, learning about the agricultural industry, just learning more about health in general and our bodies. I made a list with the things that I felt and I was having, and which were getting worse and worse and worse. So if I look that way, I'm reading the symptoms. So I had more anxiety than I ever had, especially in this first half of this year. I had more and more negative thinking patterns, which got deeper and deeper, and I got into them very easily. I had episodes of binge eating a lot, like I never had them before. Before I was vegan, I didn't have them as severe as I did when I was vegan. I also purged. Not because I wanted to be thin. I don't think it was anorexia or bulimia, I have no idea. But I purged foods out of my body because I felt that they were toxic inside of me. Like I didn't want that digesting in my body. My skin progressively got worse, so it got better in the first 2 years, never really completely as great this year, especially in the beginning of this year. I remember it got so bad, got really big bumps. That was the time that I also didn't film that much, didn't want to vlog myself with these big zits on my face. I just kept on breaking out in my jawline and my chin like never before. It didn't stop. I get these big bumps underneath my skin, and they would just not disappear. I would get them in my neck again. I didn't know how to solve that. My hair kept thinning and not getting thicker. I thought my hair would grow thicker and more luscious after going vegan, but before I was vegan, my hair was thicker, my hair was better texture, my hair didn't split as much as it does now. I noticed, especially in this year, that my skin is getting drier and drier. As much as I was trying to eat my fruits because they're so healthy for you, I really did not like to eat them anymore. I couldn't eat more than 2 bananas in my smoothie because I would get itchy. I would get itchy in my skin around this part of my body especially. I would get these little tiny bumps that weren't really zits, and I got cold hands and cold feet all the time, and a cold nose and cold lips. I was also being so judgmental in the beginning of my journey. I judged people for not eating in the same way that I did. Like everything revolved around food. I started to get very negative about my body image. I also lost my period for 4 months, which I will do a video about. Especially in this last year, have constant bloat. My stomach just was protruding with gases, constantly burping, constantly farting. After every meal, I burped. It was so strange. And this list goes on and on. I remember the muscles in my thighs were a lot bigger and stronger before going vegan. My teeth were more sensitive, and I got joint aches in the last 6 months, and I felt it definitely when squatting and doing those things. And I followed so many strange people on YouTube and followed their advice. There were a lot of girls which I in the years have stopped unfollowing because they were always so negative about their body image, always talking about how they felt depressed or that they were binge eating and overeating. having all kinds of disorders and eating disorders. And I also felt like I needed to detox constantly for feeling bloated, or I had acne, or when I ate something really bad, or I felt like shit. Like I wanted to constantly cleanse my body. I ate an egg and I literally felt better. And this is no joke. I also thought those ex-vegans on YouTube were crazy. Or how can you feel instantly better from just eating an egg? But now I experienced it myself. I just felt amazing right away after. Within 3 days, I just had a constant smile on my face. I was so happy. I had 0 negative thoughts. I didn't went into a negative thought cycle once. And I really couldn't stop thinking about eating some meat, which was strange. And this is me just observing myself, right? So I'm not just saying this to trigger someone or to make vegans feel bad or anything. This was how I felt. And this is almost after 4 years of being completely vegan. I've never eaten a piece of meat in that time. Again, I never ate a boiled egg. I never had milk, cheese, none of that. I noticed that my body needed fat. A little period before I stopped eating vegan, I ate more avocados, I ate more salads, green juices, and I left out the fruits because I didn't felt good anymore on fruits. And I did felt a little better, but not as good as after eating that organic egg. Since the 1st of August now, it's now the 5th of August, I have no bloating at all. My stomach is as flat. And just to say it, I ate a chicken salad with more chicken than salad. I feel so satiated. I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna eat next. I feel good, and I didn't overstuff myself, what I always used to do also on a vegan diet. I would always be constantly eating until I was completely full, until like I felt the food coming back up my throat again. So I feel like I was missing something, especially in the last year, as if I was missing something and I didn't know what, because I was always stuck in that vegan paradigm. I feel happier. I'm not struggling to be happy or to stay positive. I'm not doing that extra hard work to stay happy, because I'm a really optimistic person. I'm very energetic and I love life and I want to live my life. But I was struggling so hard to stay like that. And these bumps of acne reduced right away. I just have 1 bump underneath the surface and 2 acne bumps on top of my skin. The rest of the bumps in my jawline are gone. In 5 days, gone. Within the first 3 days, from the 1st of August to the 3rd of August, I lost more than 2 kilograms, which I don't know. I took the best poops in a long time. Seriously. Because my poop on a vegan diet would be like... I always felt really stuck, as if it wasn't clean. I feel brainwashed. I watched Earthlings, for example, and it hurt. I cried when I watched that, because nobody, no human wants to see that, or see that to be done on an animal. No one wants that. And instead of trying to go vegetarian first, I went completely vegan. Instead of trying to maybe eat organic animal products from high quality, not from that agricultural business, I just went vegan right away. And I think because I'm a woman, I'm more emotional than men, that there are more vegan women than there are vegan men, and that's for a reason. We women are quicker to grab with emotional things. I had to go vegan because I didn't want to be a cruel, mean person. But now I know you're not a cruel, mean person. You're not a murderer for eating meat, dairy, or eggs. What you shouldn't be contributing to is those big companies that have so many animals in slaughterhouses, that low quality meat, that low quality eggs, where the birds cannot move, where it all, you know, all that slaughterhouse footage. Don't contribute to that, don't give your dollar to that. But saying that people who hunt, or that people who buy great quality meat from a farm where the animals have spent a long, healthy life, don't say that they're cruel people. And through this whole experience, it just pushed me more to really follow my dream of wanting to homestead, wanting to live on a farm between the mountains, cultivate my own food, have my little chickens in the gardens, laying eggs, get out of the city. That's what I want, always wanted. And I mentioned the blue zones, right, in the beginning of this video, how they eat predominantly plant-based, how they live off their lands and cultivate on their own lands and live from their environment. They still eat some animal products on top of that. Which culture is so thriving so hard and well without any animal products? Please leave it down in the comment section below. I'm just glad that I'm very open-minded and that I like to receive information from all sides. I never dug into the other side of the people that are eating more meat than plants, or I don't know why I haven't researched further into these blue zones, or I researched further into how people are living off their land. I know I'm finding it pretty hard to make this video and to make sense of it all, because I'm just right now going through it. I'm starting to feel so much better, and I haven't put everything into place yet. So I apologize if this was a kind of chaotic, but I hope you understood my reason for not going vegan and or not wanting to be vegan anymore. It's definitely because I feel a lot better not being it, and also learning about the other side of it, the 180 turn, which I never dove into, because I was really thinking from a vegan paradigm and nothing else, because that should be the best, right? But I don't think so anymore. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad or say that your diet is bad or anything. Do what you want to do. Experience your own journey. Just feel and listen to your body. I'm not gonna tell anyone, I've never told anyone to follow a specific diet or say how they need to eat or not. I always shared my own experience, and today I'm doing that as well. I am not a vegan anymore, not thinking about going back. And yeah, that was it. I hope you like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and see you in my next video. Bye.